Good morning, dear. Today we'll discuss chapter 2. We'll revise the chapter 2, sectors of Indian economy. In this, today we'll cover up the four topics. First one, what are the different sectors of Indian economy? Later on, we'll discuss about how to we calculate the sectors of Indian economy income in GDP. Means value of the goods and services are calculated in final goods. So what are the final goods? How to we calculate the value inside the GDP? And third, we'll discuss importance of tertiary sector, importance of the service sector. And last, we'll discuss topic number 4, that is the disguised unemployment. What is the disguise? So before starting this lecture, I want to recall in chapter 1, we have discussed here about the development and what is the development, how to we calculate. Development means the different people have different desire and goal. That is the development. Suppose any one person has the goal to purchase the bicycle, anyone has the purchase the four-wheeler, anyone has the for a good job. There different person have the different goal, maybe in a country. That is known as the development. But sometimes what happens, one development may be destructive for other development. Like suppose we set up the industry in such area where those people who are living in that area, they may be shifted one place to another one area. So it will be destructive for them. So sometimes this may be a pulse. One development may be controversial for other. So we have discussed in development, we have discussed how to we calculate the development. We calculate the development through the per capita income. What is the per capita income? Per person income. In other words, we can say that is the average income. Total income of a nation divided by the total population, that is known as the average income. After that, we have discussed in that chapter regarding there are the some limitations inside the per capita income. If we calculate the per capita income, so there are two examples are given in your book regarding the per capita income, where the two nations has the same average income, but in one nation income distribution is equal among the different citizens, but in another one nation we have seen uneven equal distribution of income. Suppose few group have the maximum income, uneven distribution of income inside among the citizens. So there are two such example we have studied in chapter 1, where per capita income is same of both nations, but distribution of income among the citizens were different. Apart from that, we have discussed income is not only one criteria for a development. Suppose any one person has a good income, but is living in such nation where is the life expectancy rate is less, where is the net attorney ratio less, where is the literacy rate low, there is no such health facilities available, there is no such pollution-free environment in that area. So apart from the income, there are the different criteria which also required for a growth or for a development. That is known as the Human Development Index, HDI, Human Development Index. So we have discussed about the Human Development Index. Later on at the last topic in chapter 1, we have discussed how to we utilize the resources. Without damaging the environment, we should be utilize the resources with the balanced manner. Without the wasting of the environment, without the damaging environment, we should be utilize the natural resources. Because natural resources, without the natural resources, we can't develop. And natural resources also property of the our future generation. They may be utilize the natural resources. So we have discussed last topic, that is the sustainable development. And sustainable development, how to we utilize the resources and how to minimize the wastage of the resources in place of the non-renewable resources. We should be utilize the renewable resources like a solar energy, wind energy. So these are the point we have discussed in chapter 1. Now we are going to discuss about the sectors of Indian economy. So there are the three sectors of Indian economy, that is the primary, secondary and tertiary sector. Like in economic, non-economic activity divided. Like a sectors also divided into three categories: economic, non-economic activity. Marketing activity divided into economic, non-economic. Economic, when people are earning the money, that is economic. Non-economic, we are not getting such money. Like suppose I am providing the education for my children or inside the school, that is the economic. But at the same time I am teaching inside my home to the my children, that it is the non-economic activity. Okay, so agile sectors are divided into three categories. First is the primary sector, secondary and tertiary sector. Primary sector, in which in simple language we can say we use the natural resources without any modification. We use the natural resources without any modification, like agriculture, fishing activity, forest activity, basket making, honey collections. These are concerned with the nature. This is known as the natural activity. But contribution in natural activity at maximum is the agriculture. That's why primary sector is also known as the agriculture sector. Okay, dear. Second one is the secondary sector. In secondary sector, we use natural resources, and by help of the technology, by help of the modification, by help of the industries, we change one product into the valuable product. We change natural product into the valuable product, that is known as the industry sector, and that also known by the secondary sector. In third sector, there is no such production. In third sector, there is no such production of the goods. Goods means the any product known as goods in economics. Like that is duster, it is the one goods. Laptop, one good. Like suppose that is shirt, goods. So this is known as the goods. Okay, in economics. And what are the services? We provide the services. There is no production in service. Okay, we are provide the service. जैसे सपोज मैं आपको टीचिंग करा रहा हूँ, डेट इज द सर्विस सेक्टर. ओके, सपोज कोई डॉक्टर पेशेंट को मेडिकल फैसिलिटी, मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, तो डेट इज द सर्विस. प्रोडक्शन नहीं हो रहा है उसमें, सर्विस प्रोवाइड हो रही है. एनी लॉयर प्रोवाइडिंग द सर्विस फॉर देयर क्लाइंट, तो डेट इज द सर्विस सेक्टर. सर्विस सेक्टर है. तो इकोनॉमिक्स में गुड्स एंड सर्विस दो वर्ड होते हैं, गुड्स एंड सर्विस. गुड्स मीन्स द प्रोडक्ट एंड सर्विस यू नो वेरी वेल, यू आर इन क्लास 10th. So service, when we provide the service for it. So in third sector, there is no such production of goods. Only they provide the service for the primary and secondary sector. How do they provide the service for a primary and secondary sector? Suppose anyone production inside the agriculture sector, so you know transport is required to carry the raw material till industries. When industries may be converted into the final product, valuable product, so transport is required to supply till the market. Such product will supply till the market. So transport is required. So transport is providing the service only. So you know, service sector is important sector which give the help for the first two sector. Service sector is the tertiary sector which give the help to the first two sector without any goods production. So that is known as the service sector. Suppose any one truck who is loading the thousand of goods, तो उसमें क्या प्रोडक्शन नहीं हो रहा, वो उतने गुड्स लेके जाएगा मार्केट तक, तो वो सर्विस प्रोवाइड कर रहा है. तो सर्विस सेक्टर के एग्जांपल है जैसे बैंकिंग है, फाइनेंस है, कम्युनिकेशन है, ट्रांसपोर्ट है. दिस आर द एग्जांपल ऑफ सर्विस सेक्टर. So dear student, there are the three economical sector: primary, secondary and tertiary sector. Our next topic is the value of the goods and services are calculated in final goods only. Final goods means what? Okay dear. Suppose to making a shirt, cotton is required. So if we add the cotton cost later on, if maybe the after there is the cotton required, later on the you know to make the thread or clothes and looms cost will be included in that side. Thread is required. Okay, to make a shirt, buttoning is required, tailoring is required. Okay, and advertisement is required. Later on shirt cost आते हैं 600 rupees for example. Later on shirt की cost आती है 600 rupees. after including the cotton cost, after including the thread or cloth cost, after including the buttoning, tailoring cost, whatever shirt to make a shirt, advertisement also cost including that. Later on final goods 600. If we add the cost, suppose cotton cost we add the 200 rupees, later on tailoring cost we add, so it will be not easy to calculate the GDP. That's why in GDP we calculate only cost, final cost of any product. तो जीडीपी हम जब कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो वी यूज द फाइनल प्रोडक्ट कॉस्ट ओनली, that is known as the final goods. What are the final goods? Which are ready to supply inside the market. Suppose any one industry is a automobile industry, so we will not add the like a steering cost, chassis cost, engine cost, tire cost, डेंटिंग कॉस्ट, वो सब इंक्लूड नहीं करके वी विल एड इन आवर जीडीपी ओनली फाइनल कॉस्ट ऑफ ए कार. कार की क्या फाइनल कॉस्ट आई उसी को हम उसमें ऐड करते हैं, दैट इज इन आवर जीडीपी. तो हाउ टू वी कैलकुलेट द जीडीपी देयर? वी कैलकुलेट द जीडीपी थ्रू द वैल्यू ऑफ द गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज कैलकुलेट इन फाइनल गुड्स ओनली. जैसे सपोज शर्ट की कॉस्ट इंक्लूड है, इसमें सब आ गए, प्राइमरी कॉटन कॉस्ट आ गई, टेलरिंग कॉस्ट आ गई, बटनिंग कॉस्ट आ गई, एडवर्टाइजमेंट आ गया, ऑल द कॉस्ट आर इंक्लूड इन दैट. तो वी कैलकुलेट ओनली फाइनल कॉस्ट ऑफ ए गुड्स. तो इन थ्री सेक्टर्स, इनकम फ्रॉम द प्राइमरी सेक्टर, इनकम फ्रॉम द सेकेंडरी सेक्टर, इनकम फ्रॉम द टर्शियरी सेक्टर इक्वल टू नोन एज द जीडीपी, ग्रॉस डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्शन. In this include the gross domestic production, that is known as the GDP. Inside country कितना प्रोडक्शन हो रहा है, that is known as the gross domestic production. Export and import is different. Export and import is not included in that. That is known as the GDP. Income from the primary sector, out to the production inside the primary sector, crops all are included in that. Income from the secondary sector and income from the tertiary sector also included in that. That is known as the GDP. Okay, but in class 11, okay, dear, importance of tertiary sector play the important role for any nation. Why? Because if tertiary sector is developed in any nation, so there will be a good services available for their children. Services are required for our growth, or when are we able to use our such facilities when we have the high income. In development in primary sector, development in secondary sector, lot of service sector are required. अगर दोनों में डेवलपमेंट होगा, प्राइमरी सेक्टर एंड सर्विस सेक्टर, प्रोडक्शन ज्यादा होगा, इंडस्ट्री ज्यादा सेटअप होगी, तो lot of transport are required, finance are required, banking are required. तो development in first two sector, ऑटोमेटिकली डेवलपमेंट इन थर्ड सेक्टर होगा, सर्विस सेक्टर होगा. तो इन एनी नेशन एजुकेशन डेवलपमेंट है, ओके, कम्युनिकेशन डेवलपमेंट है, हेल्थ सर्विसेज डेवलपमेंट है. तो डेवलपमेंट इन सर्विस सेक्टर इज साइन ऑफ द डेवलपमेंट इन एनी नेशन. कोई भी नेशन का डेवलपमेंट डिपेंड करता है वहां के सर्विस सेक्टर में. इफ एनी नेशन के अंदर इफ यू सी द मल्टी स्टोरी बिल्डिंग, कम्युनिकेशन सेंटर, कॉल सेंटर, सर्विस सेक्टर एंड फाइनेंस सेक्टर, तो सच नेशन में भी मोर डेवलप. जितना ज्यादा सर्विस सेक्टर डेवलपमेंट होगा उतना ही फर्स्ट टू सेक्टर डेवलप होंगे, बिकॉज बोथ आर द इंटरलिंक. ओके, तो इंपोर्टेंस ऑफ ए टर्शियरी सेक्टर इज प्ले द इंपोर्टेंट रोल फॉर एनी नेशन. लास्ट टॉपिक, व्हाट इज द डिस्क्राइब अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट. तो फर्स्ट, व्हाट इज द अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट? अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट मीन्स व्हाट? सिंपल, we unable to find the job, that is not a unemployment. We unable to find the job, it is not a unemployment. अगर मुझे जॉब नहीं मिल रही है, that is not unemployment. But what is the unemployment? If any person is capable, any person who are capable or who wish to do the work, who has the desire to do the work, and later on he unable to find the job, that is unemployment. पता चला कि मेरी इच्छा ही नहीं है वर्क करने की, कैपेबल नहीं हूं मैं. सपोज आई एम फिजिकल हैंडीकैप, सपोज आई वांट टू डिजायर फॉर ए गवर्नमेंट जॉब और व्हाट एवर, बट मेरे पास आई एम नॉट एजुकेटेड, या मेरे पास वो डिग्री नहीं है जो उसके लिए चाहिए. तो एनी वन पर्सन हु इज कैपेबल एंड who as a desire to the work but he unable to find a work, that is known as the unemployment. So there are the different type of unemployment. You are studying class 9. Seasonal unemployment. Seasonal, some person able to find a job in particular season, rest of time unemployed, like in agriculture sector. In agriculture sector, during the harvesting, during the agriculture season, they able to find a work, who are landless or like such citizens, and rest of days they unemployed, that is known as the seasonal. In this we will discuss about the disguised unemployment. What is the disguised? Disguised means the we can't see the such type of unemployment. This unemployment is found mostly in agriculture sector. Suppose what is the disguised unemployment? What is the disguised unemployment? Suppose in agriculture sector there are 5% are working. 5% are working in agriculture sector, or there is no, if we remove the 1%, there is no such production, there is no changes in production. Okay, if we remove the 2%, there will be no changes in production. Same production आ रहा है, अगर 2 को remove कर दिया यानी 3% वर्क करें. If we remove the 3%, then there will be changes in production. अगर हम थर्ड पर्सन को वहां से रिमूव करते हैं तो देयर विल बी चेंजेस इन प्रोडक्शन. तो इट मींस व्हाट कि 2% को रिमूव करने के बाद भी कोई चेंजेस नहीं आ रहा. तो इन सच एग्रीकल्चर फील्ड इफ 3% विल वर्क, so there will be same production. That is known as the disguised unemployment. Means the 2% are not putting the full potential energy in that sector. That is known as the disguised unemployment. When we remove the unit from the production sector, or there will be no changes in production, that is known as the disguised unemployment. Okay, that is known as the disguised.